What's up, fam of Liberty? It's your boy Big Sarge, aka Admin Tim from the Sons of Liberty. What are y'all up to this morning? Cool. Just enjoying my morning coffee and doom scrolling through the hellscape on a TGI Friday. You know how it goes. Motherfucker said, what?
I have to say, Miriam, I watched Sheldon sitting so proud in the White House when we gave Miriam the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That's the highest award you can get as a civilian. It's the equivalent of the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Okay, first of all, Cadet Bone Spurs, no, you draft dodging pussy.
But civilian version, it's actually much better because...
It's much better. What the fuck?
Everyone gets the Congressional Medal of Honor. That's soldiers. They're either in very bad shape because they've been hit so many times by bullets, or they're dead.
Okay, first of all, Velveeta Voldemort, that's not an accurate statement, but I'm being semantically pedantic because it's you. Let me just chill the fuck out 1 second, see what else you gotta run your Russian knob polishers about.
She gets it, and she's a healthy, beautiful woman. It's right. And they're rated equal.
No, motherfucker, they're not rated equal. You know what's rated equal, though? These hands. They're rated equal for everybody. Okay, so the walking, talking gaff machine might have maybe misspoke. All the MAGA vet flakes out there are going to be like, but he just misspoke. Oh, you mean like the claims about Tim Walz misspoke? I see. So your partisan fuckery lets you give a draft dodging pussy a pass for misspeaking, but not the guy on the other team? Okay, well, I guess that's why God sent me then. So we're talking about Sheldon and Miriam Adelson. Donald Trump awarded Miriam the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which, alongside the Congressional Gold Medal, is the highest civilian award. The Adelsons were Donald Trump's largest donors, providing the largest donation to Trump's 2016 campaign, his presidential inauguration, his defense fund against the Mueller investigation into Russian interference, and the 2020 campaign. Sheldon was also a major backer of Israel's prime war criminal Benjamin Netanyahu. Miriam served as one of the finance vice chairs for the inauguration of Donald Trump. In addition, Miriam Adelson, whatever, recently sought support from candidate Trump for Israel's annexation of the West Bank. She's pledged more than $100 million to Trump's campaign in exchange for U.S. recognition of Israeli sovereignty over Palestinian territory, West Bank, where there would be no Palestinian Authority or peace accord. Now, she received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in November of 2018 alongside late Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia, Babe Ruth, and Elvis Presley. She received it for founding research centers committed to fighting substance abuse and, with her husband, also establishing the Adelson Medical Research Foundation, which supports research on life-threatening illness. But since it's Trump, we all know that he gave her his Buddy Award in exchange for the millions of dollars they've looted off the backs of the sweat and the labor of poor people. I mean, their bootstraps working overtime or whatever. Trump doesn't do anything without an ulterior motive because he's a selfish coward, but I digress. Look, I'm not saying that you should worship military veterans as heroes. Some people are scumbag pieces of shit, and even wearing a uniform doesn't necessarily make them worth idolizing. But I am here to tell you that it takes an extreme act of valor and self-sacrifice to be the recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor. And maybe Trump was thinking, Trump using his brain, lols. Maybe he was thinking about the Congressional Gold Medal, which is in fact equal to the Presidential Medal of Freedom. But every single vet bro out there knows there is no greater sacrifice and no greater recognition than the Congressional Medal of Honor. No amount of money or philanthropy will ever compare to the extreme acts of courage, bravery, valor, and self-sacrifice that comes from what it takes to be a CMH recipient. Period. Point blank. Ever. Maybe this really old white guy got confused about what he was talking about, but even if he did mistake the Congressional Gold Medal for the Congressional Medal of Honor, he still decided to talk about the CMH and go on to compare Miriam's money, her philanthropy, with the acts of courage and self-sacrifice that our nation's bravest warriors have undertaken. It was particularly fucking stupid since the original focus of the event where he spoke was in support of Israel. And I guarantee you this idiot is going to double down on what he said, and his cultists are just going to say, well, that's not what he meant, even though he says what he means. I see you over there clutching the pearl necklace I gave your mom last night. Let's be honest though. Donald Trump is a second-rate hustler playing third-rate bench warmer when it comes to politics. He's old, he's senile, he wasn't even a good president. You know what he is? A selfish huckster and washed-up showman. Other presidents, like Bill Clinton and Joe Biden, avoided serving their country in Vietnam. But they understand the sacrifices that this country's men and women may be called upon to make, and they damn sure never disrespected those sacrifices in so shamefully embarrassing a manner. Why? Because for all of their many faults and foibles, they served this country in other ways by sitting in the Oval Office and doing the job. The only thing Donald Trump serves is himself when it's lucrative. Now, I realize that this informative rant isn't going to change any MAGA Kool-Aid drinkers' minds about what a awful pod pile of garbage this ass clown is. So, if you were on board with Sweet Potato Hitler mocking John McCain for being taken prisoner of war, if you were on board with Mango Mussolini not wanting to get his bad comb-over wet when he was in France, if you were on board with multiple former generals on his staff confirming reports that he called our fallen warriors suckers and losers for being killed in battle, then this won't shock you. But for everybody else out there who's on the fence about voting for this selfish dipshit, or for everyone else out there starting to see the light about how much this guy just doesn't fucking understand what it takes to truly give your all for your country, then this one is for you. Fuck Donald Trump. And fuck the cultist who blindly swallow his load of bullshit every time he opens his mouth. That's right, bitch. I said it. Hashtag not sorry, not sorry. For the Sons of Liberty, I'm Admin Tim, and Admin Tim 316 says get fucked and die mad about it. 2 claps and a Rick. Woo! Oh, real quick. Some of y'all have asked about my shirt and where you can get one. They're available in our Sons of Liberty web store along with a bunch of other cool things. And since it'll be fall weather soon enough, I've also got some Sons of Liberty hoodies in the web store for the first time ever. Go and get you some. Sheldon was also a major backer of Israel's prime war criminal, but